Welcome to this explainer. Okay, if you're a first-time e-commerce buyer gearing up for your very first sourcing trip to Shenzhen, you are in exactly the right place. Look, walking into those electronics markets for the first time, it honestly feels like stepping onto another planet. It's incredibly crowded, it's loud, and the sheer volume of products is just staggering. But today, we're going to completely demystify this overwhelming market maze. We're going to take all that chaos and transform it into a highly efficient, targeted 2026 sourcing roadmap that is going to save you time, money, and quite frankly, a lot of headaches.
Because let's be real, Shenzhen isn't just some big city with a few tech shops. We are talking about the absolute beating heart of global electronics. Almost every single gadget, component, or accessory you're selling online right now likely has its roots tracing back to these very streets. Buyers flock here from literally all over the world to source the latest tech. The stakes for your e-commerce business are incredibly high, and tapping directly into this source can absolutely skyrocket your margins. But, and this is a big but, only if you know exactly where you're going.
So, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the Shenzhen Huaqiangbei Treasure Guide, core hardware and components, mobile phones and accessories, the transit and hours map, and finally, pricing and docking tips. Let's get right into it.
Section 1, the Shenzhen Huaqiangbei Treasure Guide.
All right, so Huaqiangbei, this is your ultimate destination. But you gotta understand, this isn't just one giant shopping mall. It's a massive central district made up of dozens of skyscrapers and interconnected buildings. Every specialized niche you can possibly imagine lives here in its own dedicated, densely packed zone. Wandering around aimlessly is a guaranteed way to waste your entire trip. Having local knowledge and a careful plan is absolutely crucial for your survival here.
And this place didn't just pop up overnight. Over the decades, the district has evolved into this wildly specialized, multi-layered ecosystem. Back in 1988, it all started with the SEG electronics market. Then, as global demand just exploded, distinct markets began spinning off. By 2003, we had dedicated hubs for security tech. And by 2005, entirely new centers, like Mingtong, were opening up just to keep pace with shifting trends. It's a constantly evolving tech jungle.
Section 2. Core hardware and components.
Okay, you absolutely have to know the difference between these two heavyweights. On one hand, you have the iconic 10-story SEG electronics market. That's a massive skyscraper where professional buyers start for finished, high-end computer hardware and brand-name peripherals. But contrast that with Huaqiang Electronic World, which is the spurring network of walkways focused not on finished laptops, but on the raw industrial components, the microchips, the LEDs, the power supplies. They are completely different beasts.
Now wrap your head around this number. 120,000. That is the amount of square meters the Huaqiang Electronic World dedicates solely to bulk component trading. To put that kind of insane scale into perspective, you could spend 3 entire days just walking past tiny little booths selling nothing but integrated circuits. It's a scale that's genuinely hard to comprehend until you're actually standing right in the middle of it.
So, to actually conquer a place this massive, you need to be laser-focused on specific buildings for your specific needs. If your store sells Android tablets, or maybe you need custom mobile firmware, you march straight to the Sungdai electronic market. Looking for the latest mechanical keyboards and gaming mice? The Bahua building is your retail-friendly haven. And for advanced smart home tech or CCTV systems, Pacific Security is the undisputed champion. Don't just browse, go exactly where your niche lives.
Moving right along. Section 3, mobile phones and accessories.
Let's break down the mobile side of things. If you're drop shipping on Amazon or eBay, Longshan Accessories Market is basically your holy grail. This is where you lock in absolute factory floor prices on phone cases, cables, tempered glass, the whole shebang. If you're trading handsets, Yuan Wang is the global headquarters for bulk refurbished phones. And if your business is repair or you sell rare used iPhone parts, Feiyang Digital Market is the massive secondary hub you need to hit up.
The crucial point here is knowing your audience. If you're catering to social media influencers and you need low minimum orders on trendy beauty tech or smart wearables, Mingtong Digital City is going to be your best friend. But if your audience expects finished, high-end consumer gadgets and drones, you'll want to head over to the modern, interactive showrooms at Cyber Digital Plaza. You've got to match the market to your brand's specific vibe.
Section 4, the transit and hours map. This one is huge.
Look, Shenzhen is hot, it's humid, and it is absolutely massive. Rookie buyers always try to walk everywhere and they burn out so fast. I highly advise you to use the mapped out subway data to group your market visits by subway lines. For example, take line 1,
pop out at Huaqiangbei Road, and you can hit SEG, Bahua, and Longsheng all in one swoop. Then, jump on Line 3 from Mingtong and Feiyang. Using the underground AC to hop between these clusters is going to save your feet and literally double your efficiency.
And timing is everything. Building your daily schedule requires noting some critical outliers. Take Feiyang Digital Market. It's a specialized secondary market that doesn't even open until 2 p.m. If you show up bright and early at 9 a.m. looking for used iPhone parts, you are going to be staring at empty hallways. Always map your day around these specific opening times so you don't waste the trip.
Finally, Section 5, Pricing and Docking Tips.
Okay, let's talk strategy. As a first-time buyer, you need a solid docking process to maximize your buying power. Start your trip at SEG. The pricing there is super transparent, which gives you a great baseline so you don't get overcharged later on. Next, hit up Mingtong to test out new product trends since they're way more flexible with lower minimum order quantities. When you're ready to buy the heavy gear, negotiate your bulk discounts directly with the pro installers over at Pacific. And lastly, use Longsheng not just for buying, but to set up customized OEM services, like getting your own custom logo printed right on the phone cases.
Uncovering these hidden advantages across the markets is really what separates the pros from the tourists. Did you know SEG actually has English-speaking staff in select booths to help you bridge the language gap? Or that Pacific Security offers established export compliance support that makes getting your goods through customs an absolute breeze. And over at Singda, vendors can connect you directly to the factories to write custom firmware for your tablets. You just need to know exactly which levers to pull when you sit down to negotiate.
So, navigating Shenzhen's Huaqiangbei district really doesn't have to be a guessing game anymore. With this targeted playbook, you've got the geography, the specialties, the transit hacks, and the docking strategies that veteran buyers use every single day. The only question left is, armed with this knowledge, which market are you going to visit first to scale your e-commerce business in 2026? Get your most comfortable shoes ready, plan out those routes, and go conquer the global heart of electronics.